Hello and welcome to ZacXCVIII the City podcast. I'm your co-host, Zack98.
And I'm Zack Bachelor.
Cue the music. So, Zach,
Yo.
it's been a minute. We kind of took a little pause.
Well, it's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, we got to make sure we stay on top of things. And start doing this weekly so our fans appreciate us more.
Of course. We do appreciate them.
Yeah, see, the weird thing, so people who are listening to the audio, I have a bunch of hair over my ears, and one side is kind of like blocked, and the other one is not, so I'm going to just quickly adjust this real quick. Okay, now I hear clearly on both sides.
Nice.
Yeah, that hair is kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like earplugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I go to like a concert, I guess all I need to do is put hair over my ears. But let's skip to the topics.
All right.
So I think since when we last talked, I was going to the Munich games for football,
Mm-hmm.
and that was an interesting experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was the NFL in Germany. My first time going to an NFL game in Germany.
Yeah.
And it is a different atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the only place you'll go where you see all 32 teams represented in one area.
I know what you mean.
You saw a ton of different jerseys, different players from new to old, and like people know how long they're fans.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like you'll ask like a German person, how long are you a fan for? 31 years.
Like
They know exact. Like
Yeah.
31 years ago, I started watching football. I'm like, we just grew up with it. So you would never ask an American, how long you been a fan of football? But whatever. I don't want to speak too much on it. But
maybe they're the most passionate football fans, because they chose it, right? They didn't just grow up with the sport. They like actively were like, that's my sport now. I'm going to be a fan of football.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's cool. Yeah, you go to the game. I mean, there's only one in Germany this year.
Yeah.
So anyone who's a fan of football or a fan of the NFL is going to try to get tickets, and they're going to go there, but they're going to, support their team and have whatever jersey on. So you have, all the jerseys instead of just the two teams that are playing.
Yeah, it's crazy. But it was cool. It was cool that we also did an NFL creator camp with a bunch of other content creators in Germany. I showed up there.
Yeah.
My
Teach them how
team.
to throw the pigskin.
Yeah, I threw the pigskin. I was quarterback.
Nice.
The thing about that though is like sometimes I threw a little bit too hard for the beginner German hands.
Yeah.
Because all the other people, they never, I don't think, ever touched a football in their life. But yeah, I had to like soft throw it. It was like, it was a little bit harder when you like just not, because like my normal throw, which I'm not trying to put like speed on, was too strong.
Yeah, you really gotta like, it's hard to get like a good spiral throwing. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It's like whenever you're throwing it with like kids or something too, it's like, so you're throwing it in like slow motion, and you're like, it doesn't, the spiral always comes out really ugly. But
it was a cool camp. There was also old FC Bayern Munich soccer player there.
Oh yeah.
Claudio or something. I traded shoes with him. They gave me the wrong cleats, like wrong size.
Oh no.
2 sizes too small. I'm sorry, but I cannot even squeeze my foot in there. And it was cold, so if I had to squeeze that in there, dude, I would need to go to a hospital with broken toes.
Yeah.
It'd be broken or blood circulation or something. But I traded with this Claudio dude, which was a nice guy. And yeah, that was clutch. So it made my shoe, I think, just 1 size too small, or half size, but it worked out. It was still a reliever. Still, my foot hurt, but whatever. And then after that, did a pep talk for the Detroit Lions, and then went to some like after party, and there were some like some TV dude named Kai Flauman was there.
Yeah, I heard him.
So I didn't know he was a TV thing. I saw him just do bikes things on on
Yeah.
social media, but
I've seen he like climbed Zugspitze or something. I
Yeah.
don't even know what I just know his new videos.
he's also like
He's
on
just
social
doing
media,
stuff,
you
you
know.
know? He's just-
I thought he was just like a dad that does
He's just
social
a-
media content, but
yeah.
nope, this dude's like a TV host. So you learn, I guess you learn as you go. And then just randomly, David Alaba was there. He's an old Bayern Munich player, now plays for Madrid. Had sunglasses on, chilling in the corner with sunglasses on. I was like, nice.
It's like a who's who.
It was pretty dark in there.
Yeah.
I mean, with that sunglasses, I don't think he could see very well. I think it like limited his vision.
Yeah.
For sure. But then, yeah, the next day was the game. We did a L'Oreal. There was a L'Oreal breakfast.
Like the hair stuff, L'Oreal?
Hairstyle. Yeah, the hair stuff. And it was like a men's expert L'Oreal breakfast. And then there were some German people that showed up to that. Some dude named Vincent Weiss.
Yeah.
Didn't know who he was, but some singer that sings in German. Not a rapper. I don't think he raps, but just sings.
Yeah.
He showed up. Two of the elevator boys. Which was like.
Did they just like make eye contact when you walk in and like lean against the wall?
I almost took the elevator, but
you
it probably would have scared me away
Open up
if they just like did that weird eye thing. Yeah, I didn't really talk to them. But yeah, they were definitely present, and I haven't seen an elevator video since 2020.
No. Maybe that's like a new market. We got to start making.
We gotta get on the elevator trend. So I'm not really sure what they're up to. But and then yeah, some of the other content creators that German content creators that I'm friends with were there, and it was chill to talk to them. And yeah, then we went to the game.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a cool game. That it was definitely an interesting atmosphere. MGK played.
Oh yeah,
That was pretty cool. I'm not sure how many Germans know MGK though. I think the younger know him, but there's also quite a bit of like older people at these games. So I'm not sure if they were like, they knew who MGK was.
Yeah, sounds like a good time.
Yeah, we
NFL
can
game?
carry on. And I see you have ski boots on. Tell us about that.
Oh, we could already transition to the next topic. I was thinking because we're talking about the NFL.
Yeah.
I grab something real quick.
Oh.
We got an advents calendar.
We got NFL Advent calendar.
The NFL?
Kind of air boom.
So we got the NFL games, and now we got Advent. That's the next time. So we got the 9th of Advent, and of course we haven't opened it yet.
Yeah, we're sharing an Advent calendar.
Yeah, we're just really bad at remembering to open.
We
it.
go to the U.S., so
Like-
it's actually better because we're only here for 12 days.
The 8th is also not open.
Okay.
Um,
You would think the chocolate would have like little NFL characters on
You
them,
want
but
this one?
they don't because this is a moon. There's no mascot in the NFL that's a moon.
I got like a little guy riding a horse, I guess.
All right. Well,
Well,
milk
cheers.
chocolate, cheers. Advent.
So it's Christmas time,
Yeah.
and I got my Christmas boots on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rocking my most expensive footwear.
Yeah. Those are probably pretty expensive.
They were way too expensive. But yeah, I was already out skiing once.
How was
I
it?
hit the glacier. It was good.
Nice.
It's it's like a 4-hour drive from here, and then you're in the Alps. Went to Hintertux.
Would you drive on? Or would you drive? Sheephogging. would you go skiing on a glacier again in November?
I thought the glacier was pretty decent. I think because we did have some fresh snow up at that elevation, so the snow was reasonable.
Okay.
It wasn't like big though. Hintertux Glacier, if all the other areas around Hintertux are closed, just the glacier is like kind of small.
Yeah, it is.
Like within one day, I felt like I had been up and down it a few times. Didn't really feel like there was anything I hadn't seen. So but for like a weekend, whatever, like 1-2 days,
solid.
it's solid.
Nice.
And I didn't fall over. I didn't crash a single time.
Nice.
So
Congratulations.
I'm learning. We got
Big
the
moves.
in Germany, you know, whenever you talk to someone about skiing, it's always like, oh, you know, like I sometimes went skiing with my parents and I don't really know how to ski, but then really they like learned as a kid, and then you go skiing with them and they're like the best skier ever.
Yeah.
Like they just like will be like backcountry,
Lindsey
just like
Vonn
jumping
out
off
there.
cliffs and stuff, and you're just like, and they're like, oh, I'm horrible. Like I don't even ski that often, like, you know, once a year or whatever. You're like, all right, forget it. Like, and then like America, it's like different standards, right? There, it's like, you ask someone, do you ski? If they've been skiing one time, they'll be like, yeah, I think I'm pretty good. And so that's where I'm at. Like, I think I had gone twice ever in the U.S. before I moved here.
Okay.
For like one day at a time.
Twice.
Yeah. And then like, so I knew how to like ski. I knew how to like turn like left and then turn right and kind of go down the hill. That was it. Like I was not doing any special skills. And then I came here and I just realized like, oh, everybody's like so good at skiing and goes on all these ski vacations and stuff. So
Yeah.
I had to step up my game. So
The Alps are a bit different than Michigan hills.
a bit different.
I snowboarded a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah.
My parents never did. I just went with friends. If it wasn't for the friends, I probably would never get into it. But we just had my parents drop us off, and yeah, there's perks to Midwest snowboarding and skiing.
Yeah.
Especially if you do like park ride.
Yeah.
It's like I would rather snowboard in the Midwest than in the Alps with park riding.
Okay.
Just because of the fast laps, and you
Yeah.
do have some pretty good snow. Back then, yeah, at least you did. But yeah, cool. But you enjoyed it. Ready for some more trips next year?
Yeah, I think I'm officially doing it often enough that I can
Yeah.
start getting my own stuff. So I got my own boots.
You're moving from Jerry to intermediate now.
Intermediate. Yeah.
No.
I didn't fall over even once. I was ripping it just.
Yeah, maybe just jump to advance.
Just
You're
straight to advance.
Just go down and
It's
try a backflip next time.
let's do it. It doesn't even look that hard.
Just full
dude.
send
Like
it.
those Red Bull guys, they're
Yeah.
doing that all day.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
can't be that hard.
No, it's not.
Just full send.
It's not. Everybody can do it. It's
Yeah, you just
very simple.
It's just like lean back.
Yeah.
Just let it flip.
I got to plan some trips. Maybe I can go on the one with you guys. I'm not sure. Still up in the
Yeah,
air.
no, you definitely got to go there for at least part of the week, and
Yeah.
then we could probably hit up in January or something. They
Yeah.
got like this thing here where they bundle these bus trips down from Stuttgart, and you can just hop on a bus, and they bundle the bus and the hotel and the lift ticket all together, and just
Really
like a
early. You
weekend
wake up
trip.
early and
it's
just be ready
something
to
like that. I'm
just
down.
go.
Just go.
Yeah.
You can leave at 3 a.m, get there by
Yeah.
8 or whatever, and then ski all day, and then come back in the evening. There's some crazy people out there. They do anything just to get a couple laps
Yeah.
in.
I did that.
Oh yeah,
It was a vibe.
yeah.
It was a vibe. Moving forward with topics.
Oh.
Christmas is coming up.
Yep.
We're both going back to Michigan.
Yep.
Are you excited?
I'm excited. Ready to hang out with my siblings.
Yeah. See the fam.
See the old friends from school and stuff. So it's fun.
Yeah.
It's like a little, on one side, it's kind of like sad that I don't get to see Christmas in Germany that much,
yeah.
Like just this last week, I've been to the Christmas market like 4 times because it's like the only chance I get. So I got it, I pretty much go to the Christmas market every day. Got to get all my Christmas market in before I leave. And there's some cool stuff. Like it'd be cool to do like New Year's and stuff here, but
Yeah. New Year's. Christmas is done different here.
yeah.
Somehow Santa comes in the evening.
Christmas Eve, I think they pretty much celebrate.
How is that possible? He's supposed to come when you're sleeping.
Yeah.
That's
I
what the
don't know.
song says. It's like, I don't know. I feel like as a kid, I would question myself so much.
Yeah.
How come I don't see him?
Like
Why do these just show up while we're eating? Or I don't know. I guess like there's the elf. In Elf, they say believing is seeing.
yeah.
So maybe that's it. I don't know. Christmas is great. In the U.S., you celebrate on the 25th on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Germany, they celebrate on Christmas Eve. And I don't know if like I've done like Christmas here with some Germans, and I think we like in the U.S. we're spoiled when it comes to Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. With like the gift giving.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like pimp out my Christmas. It's like, I don't know. It's like you take I don't know what's a good comparison. I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, we give a lot more than what an average person here would give or the parents would give.
I think that's accurate. And we're like big gift givers. Like, I mean, I have 4 siblings, and every sibling would get like every other sibling a gift. You know, it was like, obviously when we're kids, it's like something small, but still.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, we both got big families.
Yeah. So I guess you get pretty cool gifts. That's the advantage when you get older and you have a bunch of siblings. Then you just have all the siblings, and they can just start like combining, right? So 3 or 4 of my siblings will all get like one of the other siblings a gift, so you can actually get like better stuff. Like instead of everyone just getting someone something for like $10 or whatever, you can combine and then get something that's a little bit bigger, which is nice.
Something you'd use more often.
Yeah, because when you're older, like you don't want like a $10 toy anymore. You kind of want, you know, whatever, AirPods or something that's like a little bit more expensive.
It's like, here, I got you. It's like one of those like slime hand things.
As a kid, dude, that's exactly what you want. Like a Nerf gun or something. You're like, yes, this is perfect.
A Buzz Lightyear toy? Sick.
Pokemon cards.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I got almost all my shopping done. That's the other thing with the big family. It's like, it's an advantage because you get more gifts, but you also have to like buy more gifts, and it's kind of like, it's like a big time commitment. Like I got to start like, you know, a month out and plan everything. Like, what am I getting? I got to have like a list in my notes, like which sibling, like what am I getting them? What do I still need to buy? Like, because it's too much to keep track of. I got like 7 people I got to buy.
Yeah, same. I got mine all done. Check that off.
Yeah.
You know, I'm happy. Can just relax now. Got any big plans? I guess we're going to a game when we're in the U.S.
Lions.
Going to a Lions game.
Go against the Bills.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Good atmosphere. I'm really excited for it. And yeah, we'll see. Could be a Super Bowl potential outlook of a game.
Super Bowl preview. Get the Bills in the AFC. Yeah, and we'll see. I mean, we still want to win. What, we got 3 games left.
Imagine 14-1, dude.
2 of them. Yeah.
14-1. Imagine if we win. Which I have faith. They just lost to the Rams, the Bills. Yeah. So I have faith that the Lions can pull up. We just gotta stay healthy.
Yeah.
But any other big plans? Going on a cruise, right?
We got a cruise. Yeah, that'll be in a couple weeks after Christmas.
You like cruises?
I actually like. They're fun when you go on them. I don't think I would ever do one like myself with my own money.
Okay.
Like so far I've only been on them like with my family because my mom a couple years ago decided she really likes cruises, and we'll just sometimes like book them for the whole family. And then it's like, you know, I'm not going to say no because obviously it's, you know, it's a lot of money and it's really nice for her that she's, you know, taking us on a cruise. But like if it's my own money, I don't think I would ever choose to do it. I think I'm more of like an active vacation type of guy. I'd rather do like a big ski trip or something.
I've never been on a cruise. And the thing about cruises, like for me, is like I don't really have the urge to go on a cruise. Like I have like I don't know. They have all these like ads for how amazing cruises are, but nothing caught my eye where I'm like, I really have to go on this cruise.
No. You're not missing that much. Like it's kind of cool being on a boat, I guess. Yeah. But it's not that different than just like being at a hotel on the beach. Right, like you go
or in a resort.
So like
and then just like, leaving the resort to go on like excursions.
I mean, it's basically a resort, right? And then during the day, you know, they park the boat on some little island, and then you go to the island's resort or whatever and go snorkeling. Whatever. Like all the stuff you do, you can pretty much do on a resort. It's not that different. So it's not like I don't think you're missing anything by not going. But if you like, you know, beach vacations and sun and stuff, it's fun. You know, I'm not complaining about getting a little sun in the winter before coming back to Germany for January, February. Yeah. So it'll be fun. And I mean, anytime I'm together, like with my siblings, you know, we got the big family thing going on. We all get along pretty well. We're all pretty close in age, so anytime we get together, it's a party.
Fun time. Yeah, cool. I don't know what do I have planned. I got So we got the game. I have a pretty busy week because I'm also the next week I'm filming at a grocery store. I have to like set dates for that because it's very corporate working in the U.S.
Yeah.
Everything has to be like done by corporate, and you'd get approvals and all pre-scripts and all that.
You've done a video at a grocery store in Grand Rapids?
Same grocery
before?
store.
Same one? Okay.
It's just a lot of effort to be able to film there, and yeah, whatever. So I'm filming that, 2 videos there, and then I don't know if there's much else happening. Christmas is gonna happen. I have to film a brand deal also while I'm home, which will be interesting. And yeah, it's more just chill with the fam.
Yeah.
Say hi to them. Chill with the nephews and niece, and yeah, just spend time with family. Hopefully the weather's not too crazy. It's supposed to snow on Wednesday when I leave, and it's supposed to snow on Saturday. So we'll see.
It's funny how much more snow Grand Rapids gets than Detroit sometimes.
Yeah.
Like it's only like a 2-hour drive, and you guys sometimes have like a foot, and we have nothing.
It's that Lake Michigan, dude.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, we'll see. I hope we get like a white Christmas. I did my taxes this week.
How was that? Steuererklärung.
So good. So good.
Yeah. In the U.S., you could never do it so late. That would be like, no.
I did them for 2023 now.
2023.
So they were getting on me about that. But I did it. We're done. We're
Check
good.
that off.
And I'm coming up on. I'm only working like 2 more days, and then I'm on vacation for 3 weeks. So I'm pretty much. I don't want to say I'm checked out at work. I guess by the time this comes out, I'll be on vacation. So
then you'll be checked out.
I'm pretty much. I'm in like the sending people emails about, hey, I won't be here for 3 weeks. So don't contact me about that. Talk to someone else. Yeah, but it's a good feeling to kind of be like cruising in, and then got so many Weihnachtsfeier, dude. I don't know if this is like a thing in the U.S. too, maybe a little bit, but I feel like here it's like everybody has a Weihnachtsfeier. Like every sport club you're in has a Weihnachtsfeier, and your work has a Weihnachtsfeier, and then your friends will do like a Weihnachtsfeier, and there's like so many Weihnachtsfeier going on.
From doing the internships, they do like Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
Some companies. But I found that it's more like departments.
Yeah.
And it's like the department, and like when I was at Perigo, they did a Secret Santa.
Yeah.
And everybody put on like a Secret Santa, like on a sheet, what they wanted up to, I don't know, $25 or whatever. And you write a few things, and then it gets given to another person in the department. And then, I don't know, you know how Secret Santa works.
Yeah.
But like, that was like a common thing. And then we went to a dinner and had dinner, and then you gave the Secret Santa.
Yeah.
Your gifts away. And it was interesting. But yeah, that was my experience with the company in the U.S. and how they did Weihnachtsfeier.
Yeah, here it's usually you just go have dinner somewhere.
Yeah.
And then sometimes if the company's nice, they'll, pay for some of the drinks, which
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had in the U.S.
My old company got us all Lint Santa.
A Lint Santa. But they didn't pay for drinks at your thing or whatever, or pay for dinner? I don't know.
No, they had also like a Weihnachtsfeier company-wide, and that I think was all free.
Okay. Yeah.
But it all depends on the company. I mean, there's very strict budget companies, and there's people that are like, oh, we allow a little more for employee benefit in that aspect, but all depends.
I will say, like, I've had 2 jobs now in Germany. It's kind of the same. Like my last job, they were like super stingy with like our actual pay, and would, it was very hard to like get a raise. You'd have to like, argue with them and stuff about why you deserve a raise and stuff. And it was
want 20 cents? Exactly. Are you serious? But
then for like their Weihnachtsfeier or like the Summerfest or whatever, it was like drinks included. Like they always went out for like these parties. And then I switched companies. Now it's like the opposite. Like now the pay is better, but then, the Weihnachtsfeier comes around and they're always like, I don't know if we're going to pay that.
Yeah,
like a lot of stuff we have to pay ourselves.
Hey, I'd rather have higher Gehalt than
that's true.
Bougier Weihnachtsfeier.
But the bougie one, it is fun. Like when you just have everyone from the office. I mean, it can be probably awkward sometimes, but just I feel like that's kind of there's like a cool thing in German culture.
Yeah.
I feel like the Weihnachtsfeier, there isn't as much like networking as you would expect, like being with like work colleagues. It's not I feel like in the US there's almost more like people are still trying to put on their work face and like maybe trying to get on people's good sides or whatever. It feels
For
like here there's
sure.
a little bit more, it's like more relaxed, or same if you go like to Vasen or whatever, to Oktoberfest with your colleagues. There's like, it's a little bit more relaxed. And then once it's like, once it gets into the evening, everyone's kind of on the same level, and you can talk with like, whether you're talking to the janitor or like the CEO, they're all kind of, you wouldn't even know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Because they all kind of treat you the same.
It's a good vibe.
It feels like it can be a good vibe. Yeah.
And then speaking of Christmas, we do have a Christmas tree displayed at our podcast area.
We do.
This is a beautiful Christmas tree. It's a solid 1/2 meter tall.
Yeah.
We have no star at the top, but we do have a pickleball,
Pickleball star.
aka wiffle ball.
It's got a little bit of like a Charlie Brown Christmas vibe.
Yeah, Charlie Brown Christmas vibe. We have fake snow on it with lights that do not work.
We're just out of battery.
And then we have things that are not in Germany, and that's candy canes. We have peppermint and Jolly Rancher.
These are from last year still.
Hey, I'm sure they're still good. It's only sugar. And then we have one ornament. How do you say ornament in German?
I think you just say
Kugel?
Isn't it just Kugel? Yeah.
Weihnachtskugel. Okay, we have a Weihnachtskugel or ornament. And it's a hedgehog with lights around it and a Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
Yep. And gotta love hedgehogs with missing back legs. But that's not the problem. We don't ask questions here.
Mm-hmm.
But I have another topic.
All right.
We both lived in Europe, Germany for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so question is, what do you prefer more? Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Oh boy. I think this is a tough one. So I think the common thing Americans say is they like Fahrenheit. And I still think Fahrenheit feels more natural to me even after 6 years. I don't know, just like if you tell me it's like going to be 65, I immediately know what that is.
I
And
think
Celsius,
when we're
I still have
talking
to
about
think.
we're talking about temperature outside and
Yeah.
how we feel, it's way easier to calculate Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
But when you talk about cooking, then Celsius is much easier because it's like, 150.
Yeah.
It's smaller increments. But like we know 0 degrees is freezing.
Yeah.
We know that when it's 100, it's like really, really hot.
Yeah.
And then if it's 50, it's like mild. Like you could definitely at 50,
50's in the
50
middle?
degrees, it's in the middle. You could rock a sweatshirt, maybe a little more than a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
But then when it's 70, it's like, okay, I can probably wear a long sleeves, maybe with a open sweatshirt. Or I don't know. I just think it's like easier to dictate.
I think I kind of agree. Like, I think the Fahrenheit is more like dramatic. It's like more theater. Like if you see a temperature that's negative something, right? If it's negative, even if it's negative 2 degrees in Fahrenheit, that's cold.
Yeah.
Like you're freezing out there. And if you see a 3-digit number, if it's 100, it's real hot, right?
It's real hot.
Like it's a very, you see any of those extremes, like once the weather gets like extremely hot or extremely cold, it starts changing. Like normally it's always a 2-digit number. And then if it gets into 3 digits, it's really hot. If it gets into negatives, it's really cold. Celsius is kind of just like, meh, like, if it's -2 or +2, they feel pretty much the same. Like they're pretty close together.
Yeah.
Like there's the 0 point is not really dramatic. Like sure, it's like scientific. Like that's where water freezes. But it's like it's not like for me it's not like the dramatic like changing point. And like you might look at the temperature and think it's 5, and then it's actually -5. Like you might get mixed up. Whereas in Fahrenheit, it's like. You don't have minus temperatures like as a normal part of like,
No.
they don't come up that often.
I think Fahrenheit. It's easier when I look at like body temp and just like what with outside and what I would want to wear. It's easier. I understand Celsius. Like obviously, I know like 30 is gonna be what 90 degrees, or 80, high 80s.
Yeah.
I understand like Celsius, but it's like precision for like what I really understand what I want to wear. Show me Fahrenheit and I'm golden.
Yeah.
But then comes down to, are you what is it? Imperial? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Imperial system.
Mm-hmm.
Was that also with like Fahrenheit, or is it just with like
Imperial
measurements?
I think Fahrenheit would count too. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, are you staying on that topic? Would you
Yeah.
rather look at things in miles or kilometers, inches or centimeters? But the thing is, we use centimeters in the Imperial. So what would it would just be centimeters, right? That's
We don't use centimeters, do we?
yeah.
We use inches and then.
Then on the back is always centimeters.
Well, I mean, we have them on like the ruler, yeah.
But I would say
But-
we use centimeters.
Like if you're looking at like wrenches or something, the Imperial ones are always in like 1/16 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch. So they don't. There's nothing smaller than an inch. They always just do fractions of an inch.
That's true.
I do think I like metric more for that. I think I don't know. I've been here long enough. I go to like a lot of like running events and stuff. And when you're talking about running or hiking or cycling, or whatever, you're always talking about distances. And I'm just so used to talking in kilometers now that like I have to mentally switch back to imperial when I'm talking about miles. Like I'm just too involved in like those communities here to. So I do feel like I'm more metric in terms of distances for sure.
I want to, so like I'm weird when it comes to short distances. It's in a way easier if you tell me meters or kilometers up until probably like 4 kilometers. Then I would prefer like miles. Okay. If it's like if you're driving long, like if it's going from, I don't know, Frankfurt to Munich, tell me in miles. I have a better understanding than kilometers.
I think I kind of like the kilometers per hour for roads, similar to why I like the Fahrenheit for temperature. I like that 100 kilometers per hour is like it's like the highway speed barrier. Like if you're under 100, you're kind of on more like a country road or whatever, and anything above 100 is like Autobahn territory. That's true. There's like a nice clear cutoff, whereas like in miles, it's just like all the way up, 45, and then you gotta get to 70. There's no like hard cut, and then if you're going 100 miles an hour, that's like just illegal everywhere. Like you're not, there's no road where you can go that fast. Yeah, except the Autobahn, I guess.
Yeah,
but
interesting.
I do. Yeah, I mean kilometers are smaller. I think that it's interesting that you can walk 1 kilometer in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
if you're kind of speed walking, I guess. Whereas a mile, it's more like, I don't know, 20 or something. It's
I think distance wise, it's. I mean, I would say I guess it's better, but I'm still pounds, man. Yeah. Give me my measurements in cups and teaspoons and tablespoons.
Oh no, baking! Give me it in grams. No. I love it. I love using the scales. It's so much easier.
Give me teaspoons, tablespoons.
Give me cups out of here.
And cups, and then tell me what I'm lifting in pounds.
I kind of get you on the pounds thing because that's, I don't know. I'm still.
I don't know the kilogram stuff.
I just always like have to calculate in my head how much that is in pounds. I don't have like a feeling for, 10 kilograms until I think like, okay, 10 kilograms is 22 pounds, and I know what 22 pounds is. I'm with you on the pounds thing, but baking with a scale and like mixing ingredients like that has changed my life. Like it's so much easier. You just put the bowl on the scale, zero it, then you pour flour in until you get the number, and you pour sugar in until you get the number you need, and then you zero it again. You just pour the next thing in. So much easier, dude.
And if you put a little bit too much, you take your pliers and start plucking every grain.
Just take some out with a spoon. I don't know. But the point is, you don't have to get like, otherwise you bake and you have like a million cups that are now dirty. Like you have to use a cup. And of course you only get like measuring cups in sets with like 1 each. So if you need a cup of flour, then you get the thing all floury. And then you need a cup of sugar, and you got like the flour cup. You got to put the sugar in the flour cup. You're mixing up the flour and sugar. I guess it's not a problem with flour and sugar, but if it's like something wet, if you put like a cup of peanut butter and you got peanut butter all up in there, and then you need a cup of flour. It's like, what do I have to go wash the cup now to go measure?
That's a little. That's a struggle.
I am team scale. Always scale. It's so much.
Have you seen that Trevor Noah comedy sketch?
No, I don't think so.
He's like, the metric system is so efficient that even your drug dealers had to like convert to the metric system with grams.
That's true.
Oh, I thought that was really funny when he said that, because he was like, he was doing touring in the U.S. and that was like the joke he threw out.
Yeah.
At the crowd, and I thought that was pretty funny. But I guess most like weapons are also by metric, right? It's a 9 mil.
I think there's both. Yeah, a lot of them are metric.
I guess gauge that's not
gauge is something different, but I think it's probably also imperial. And there's also like the caliber is also
caliber.
imperial. That's like fractions of an inch. It's a mix. I mean, in general, in engineering, it's kind of a mess. Like, just different branches use different things. So you really have to learn them both as an engineer. In the U.S., we definitely learned them both, like, from the very beginning. So there's like a joke that the only people that know how many grams are in an ounce is like an engineer or a drug dealer. Those are the people that are converting those. But yeah, we always learned both, like, in school, and so in like science and math, we'd kind of do a mix of both. Which here, I guess they probably just do metric, which is kind of weird to even think about. Like, they don't have the unit conversions at all, really. They just have
that's true.
Metric, and then everything is just multiplied by tens anyway, so there's not really anything to convert.
True that. Well, I think we got a podcast, guys.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah, we're going to probably do a couple episodes in the U.S. Try to get them on our mobile podcast set up.
Yeah, we won't probably have these big mics. Yeah. We'll probably just have our little small Rode mics, but
we'll see how it goes.
Good quality audio still. So, hey, have a good one, guys. Peace.